Hey everyone, Archie here. Today we're making a batch of creamy Cajun chicken pies for the freezer. I promise you they're absolutely fabulous. Well, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's a stunning spring day in Worcestershire today, and there's my fabulous pink magnolia blossom. It really is amazing. It lights up the garden even if it's just for a few weeks. Anyway, that's enough about the garden. Time to make pie. Let's get cracking, shall we? So our base sauce for the pie is quite simply cream based, with the addition of a few vegetables and some Cajun seasoning. Slightly spicy but not overpowering. Right then, let's check out the ingredients, shall we? So we're going to need some onions, some diced bell peppers, some garlic cloves, some flour, butter, olive oil, some good quality rich chicken stock, some double cream in the UK or heavy cream in the Americas, some Cajun seasoning, some oregano, some tomato paste, a couple of pounds of diced cooked chicken, and a batch of our shortcrust pastry. Now the link to the video for that pastry is in the description below. Right then, can we get the pan on, please? A couple of tablespoons of olive oil and chunk of butter. Let's get that sizzling away. Now I'm going to add a mixture of bell peppers and onions and garlic. And don't forget, dice your onions and peppers about the same size as your little fingernail. I'm going to cook that now for about 7 or 8 minutes until it's pretty much cooked through. There we are, you can see it's just about cooked and ready for the Cajun seasoning. Sprinkle that in over a low heat along with the tomato paste and the oregano. And on a low heat, we want to cook this out now for about 3 minutes. Just stir fry it. And then, staying on a low heat, let's pop in our flour, shall we? And now I'm going to stir the flour in until the white of the flour is no longer visible. That'll take you about a minute. And don't forget, we're on a low heat. And once it's no longer visible, we're going to continue cooking our roux and our vegetables for about 1.5 minutes just to get it nice and toasty. Stirring all the time. And once that 1.5 minutes is up, let's add the first batch of our chicken stock or chicken broth. And over a medium heat, stir in the liquid until everything gets mixed together and you're faced with a thick paste. And once you are, you can add your second batch of chicken broth. Once again, medium heat, stir it all together until the liquid element disappears into the solid element to become a thick paste. And obviously, as we add our liquid, our sauce is becoming looser and looser. And once that second batch of liquid has been mixed in nicely, and you see the edges start to come to the boil, we can then add the final batch of chicken stock. And then once again, stir until everything's incorporated and your Cajun sauce base will come to a boil. Starting to smell rather good actually. Now it's time for the good bit. Let's throw in our cream. I know in the Americas they call it heavy cream. In the UK we call it double cream. And stir that in over a medium heat. Nice and creamy, slightly beige. Really is fabulous. And once that's come to a boil, we can then throw in some salt and some pepper. I'll put in about a half teaspoon of each. It's entirely up to you how much you put in. Do have a taste once you've put that in. And then I'm just whisking it in with my acrylic whisk here. I don't want to scratch my pan. And when it's come to the boil, it's pretty much ready. There we are. A nice close-up of that gorgeous, rich, creamy Cajun sauce. I'm going to let that get cool now, about 6 hours, and now I'm going to throw in a couple of pounds of cooked diced chicken. And I'm going to mix that up, and that is our pie filling. It's ready. Ready to make our pies. So below in the description there's a link to my other video, the best shortcrust pie pastry ever. And the great thing about this video is it's a nice slow process. It takes you through the making of the pastry step by step. And there's enough pastry in that video to make all the pies in this video. Just going to roll out the base of the pastry in my pie cartons. The pie cartons, incidentally, are 4 inches across and about 1.5 inches in depth. Trim off the edge and then generously as you can, fill those pie bases with the fabulous Cajun chicken pie filling. Now I'm just going to carefully brush the rim with a little bit of water and then roll out my disc of pastry for the top. The base of the pastry is about 1/4 inch. The top of the pastry is about 1/2 inch thick. So base 1/4 inch thickness, the lid 1/2 inch thickness. Now I'm doing a thumb to thumb crimp around the outside of my pastry. A nice simple pattern. And there you have it, a lovely storybook design on the pastry. I'm just going to brush with a little bit of water and put a little leaf on there. That's optional, of course. And once I've done that, it's time then to brush each pie with a good rich egg yolk. Brush it really well. And then I like to, as usual, part of my signature technique is just a little bit of freshly milled salt and pepper on the top of each crust. And they're in the oven for around half an hour on 180C or 355F. And when they come out, they look absolutely fabulous. And there they are. I forgot to give you a shot of me taking the pies out. Please forgive me. But let's cut the pie in half, shall we? Absolutely beautiful. I just love this bit when we cut it in half and see how all that wonderful Cajun chicken pie filling is oozing out. That is a creamy Cajun chicken pie, everybody. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button, it's huge for us. And if you make these pies, drop a comment below and let me know how you get on. And please, everyone, share the videos of Chef Archie Pie with your friends. That pie looks very inviting. I'm going to get stuck in.